Ew. What's up, Internet? It's the final trailer for The Eternals, which seems weird because I feel like we've seen so little marketing for this movie, but this is the last thing, other than the million TV spots we're going to get. My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarouche.
We get Nerdy Nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
Welcome back. That is right. All the things I say at the beginning of the videos. But let's talk this final trailer for Eternals really quick, because I feel like this Eternals trailer has a lot of work to do. We saw the first trailer. There was really like the teaser, which was part of that like Phase 4 announcement.
Yeah.
And then there was the first trailer, which we said we liked, but felt like it didn't really tell us what the movie was. It just was like, here are the people in the movie.
Yeah, it was like, here are the people, and we know it looks good.
It looks great.
But as far as like the story, it was very bare. We got kind of like a very general sense of it.
Yeah, and honestly, like I don't know what the conflict is.
No.
We just kind of know that they're on Earth and they're not. They're not helping the Avengers. And I would like to know why. I also just feel like this movie, in terms of name recognition, just doesn't have the same kind of name recognition that even Shang-Chi has. Or I also just feel like... Well, I just feel like when...
There's not enough famous people in it?
No. I mean, like, Shang-Chi is... I've read Shang-Chi comics, right? I haven't actually ever read an Eternals comic.
Right.
Like, I know who they are. They've been a part of, like, bigger events. But I've never actually sat down and read an Eternals arc. And so... if I don't really know them all that well, I imagine that the general audience doesn't know this as well as they would know something else from Marvel.
Gotcha. It's one of their you think it's one of their less popular comic lines.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Guardians of the Galaxy was also that, but Guardians of the Galaxy's trailers did a really good job setting up that there was, like, an interesting conflict, and the music of that movie was going to sell it.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what Eternals has done so far, and what this trailer is going to do that's going to, like, really put this in the zeitgeist for people.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Let's do it.
Five years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger. The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
What?
How long do we have?
7 days.
Starting off with the plot. Strong. Ooh.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
Wow, that looks so cool.
We need to find the others.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
Yes.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived. When you love something, you protect it.
Whoa.
That was dope.
You can't protect. Any of them.
Whoa.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. I mean, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Fall collection. IKEA.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. That was great. I'm glad I woke up for this.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That was fantastic. That was exactly what I needed from the trailer.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's exactly what I needed it to do.
Yeah.
And you ended strong, and I am super excited for that. Holy crap.
I am into that. That villain, I don't know who that is.
Okay, I was no like, did you recognize him?
No. I mean, yeah, I have literally no clue who that is. I'm assuming it's a celestial or a deviant, or I don't know, but he looks dope. That design, the design is incredible.
Yeah, those like animal like wolf things.
The deviants, they look really cool.
Yeah.
I like the what I thought this trailer did really well in terms of the powers of the Eternals was show that their powers are different and they have different functions.
Yeah.
But there's a visual aesthetic to their powers that is the same across the board.
Yes.
And doesn't look like anything we've seen in the Marvel Universe so far.
No, but I definitely got like Superman vibes from
from
Rob Stark.
From Rob Stark.
Sorry, that's how I will always.
He has a name. It's Richard, right?
I know,
Richard Madden.
Richard Madden, but it's Rob Stark.
I always remember him as Richard Football Game.
What?
The NFL video game is called Madden. After a commentator, so I always remember him as Richard Football Game. That's how I remember his last name.
Well done.
Here's the
hope
thing.
He sees this.
I think this movie's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
I really hope it makes money. But I think this is going to be a harder sell for, even after seeing that now, I'm like, this is going to be a harder sell for general audiences.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot. Like, this is a lot for people.
It looks like the same amount as any other Marvel movie.
I think that what Marvel has done really well in the past has created, like, normal people with powers. This has always been the difference between Marvel and DC, right? Is DC has been like these like gods, these mythic characters who are among humans, and that's done really well for them at times and done really poorly for them at times, right?
Yeah.
But what Marvel did to flip that was Marvel is the like these are regular people who happen to have superpowers,
right?
And that's always been the tension between the two storytellings of those companies. This feels more like the characterization of what I would call like a DC, because it feels a lot like X-Men, but they're not real people.
But they're basically
right?
gods.
And so I think that for people like me who love comic books and are here for the superpowers, here for the CGI, and are willing to sit down and like get into how can I relate to these gods, I think that this is a harder sell for a general audience than like an X-Men would be, which would have similar powers. You've got the fast one. You've got the one who shoots laser beams out of its eyes. You've got the one who creates a sword with her magic. Like, those are all X-Men powers.
Yeah.
But with X-Men, they're real people who those things happen to, whereas this is like, we are literally gods. Yeah. We are immortal. We have been here forever. We are fighting this threat that comes every once in a while throughout human history. And I just think that I don't know what they can do to sell this to like my parents.
I think that the goal was to kind of offset that with the casting.
Mm-hmm, that's fair.
Specifically people like Angelina Jolie and Richard Madden. That people like that, like, you know, certain people that are beloved. You know, there are many in there. But I totally get that point, and I think that that's why some of the casting choices are what they are. Also,
Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek both look incredible in this movie. Like,
what is your skincare routine?
Salma Hayek on a horse it does something for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was into when Angelina was fighting one of the
deviants. That was amazing.
I was like,
she looks great.
Into that. That looks great. No, I think I get what you mean. And so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what, like, how they write those characters, like what their like humanity is, even though they're not human.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the TV spots moving forward. Because if this is actually the final full trailer, then
It says final.
I know, but I feel like they've got a lot of work left to do. Because this movie sold me,
Yeah,
and I
it
think
sold
that this
me.
movie is going to sell a lot of nerds, but this looks very expensive, and you needed the general audience to show up.
Yeah, people have talked about being like superheroed out in a sense. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what else they release and how that movie does.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am surprised now, having watched that there wasn't some cameo moment, or like what Black Widow did where they were like showing off the past movies. I'm surprised they didn't throw in some Endgame footage at the beginning when they were talking about the 5 years ago. I'm surprised they just didn't do something like that to reassure people who are a little confused as to what this is, that it is connected to those things. Because they talk about it, but I don't know. I think a visual might have helped. Again, I don't know. There might be a lot of excitement for this movie. There certainly is for me.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one for me to talk about with people who like don't know comic books.
Right.
And I don't know how to be like, go see Eternals. It's basically these like immortal gods who have been on Earth for thousands of years finally get involved because things get really bad. And they're like, wait, but Thanos wasn't really bad? And I'm like, well, Thanos was really bad, but this is like a different, really, it's different this time.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It is, the movie is going to have a lot of questions to answer. That's for sure.
Yeah, it just has a lot of... I think just in terms of making its budget back, it has a lot more work to do than, say, like Shang-Chi, which I feel like the Shang-Chi marketing has done a really good job of being like, we have this main character that you're going to give a crap about. Awkwafina is going to be telling some really funny jokes. And, hey, look, Abomination's in it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, here's other Marvel characters. We're going to throw them at you. There's a big dragon. You know what I mean? Like, I thought Shang-Chi did a really good job of introducing a new character. These Eternals trailers have done a really good job of getting, like, me as a hardcore nerd excited, but the part of my brain that thinks, like, what does my mom see when she watches this trailer? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom would watch the Shang-Chi trailer and be like, oh, father-son thing. That's interesting, right? Mm-hmm. That transcends. I think that's what it is. I don't know what the relationships between these characters are.
Right.
Really. I don't really know, like...
They're just kind of the same race of beings.
Well, and they're so old, and they're playing that so well, that I'm like, what are you to each other?
Yeah.
And, like, Kit Harington showed up there, and he looked great. What is he to Gemma Chan there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw it. I don't know. What is the conflict of the deviants to the Eternals, really? Like, what's the emotional connection there? And I think that that's a little bit missing for me in this trailer. And that's what I think sells a larger audience, is being like, oh yeah, we're going to hit you really hard with the father-son stuff in Shang-Chi. And I'm so excited for that. I don't know what I'm going to get hit hard with here.
Yeah.
But the CGI looks great. And the combat looks great. I mean, Richard Madden's big fight scene there. He looks really good flying around in a t-shirt, so make him Superboy. Seriously. Or make him Superman. Richard Madden is the next Superman. I'd be down. Actually, no, it's Michael B. Jordan, right? Make him Superboy.
Yeah.
A little older, but, you know, whatever.
That's fine. He can make it work.
I'm so excited. I don't want, like, the way I'm talking right now to make it seem like I'm not. I think this is going to be really cool.
No, I think you make an interesting point.
It's just like, expensive.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and they need to, they need to have not just, like, diehard nerds to come see it. They need more than that, so. Question
for you, and I hate to bring up the Delta variant, but is this actually the final trailer? Because will the Delta variant shut down theaters? Because that's the question. Putting final trailer on this is bold. Because it implies that they're sure that theaters are going to be open in 2 months.
That is tough. I
hate to bring it up, but...
I mean, I feel like Canada is doing pretty well. But I don't know about the States. Because people aren't getting vaccinated.
I mean, looking at the numbers the last few weekends at the box office, Free Guy did well, but, like, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
100%. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't like this video, hit the dislike button and leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. As always, you can follow us over on Twitch. I'm over at twitch.tv/nerdynightly.
I'm over at twitch.tv/Clarstacars.
And as always, my name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
Do something nerdy tonight, you dang nerds.
Bye.